Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches! RuPaul's Drag Race Season 4 reunion finale, crowning of a winner.
Crowning, you say.
Crowning.
The gowned crowning.
The ground
crowning of the winner. We're here! We've made it!
We made
We're
it!
at the end. We figured we should dress up for the occasion since it's the first live finale reunion show.
Combination. First things first, shout out to our wine sponsor, Wink. Trywink.com/moviebitches. You get $22 off your first month of wine. Thank you for revisiting all that Season 4 has to offer. It really is just a spectacular season.
Oh, yes.
It's been lots of fun. It's been a little of a bumpy ride, but you know, you can take what life has to give you. We want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being there early, for helping us keep making this happen. Without you, we wouldn't be here. Also, please make sure to subscribe, to share, to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of those things so that we can keep the conversation going. I always hate when people say that.
Why did you say it?
Because that's honestly what happens. But I still hate that term. It's such like a Silicon Valley nonsense. Oh.
Find the why.
Oh God. Oh no. We post lots of fun things on there, and also then you'll know as soon as we're posting other fun stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, like All Stars 4, which will be happening very soon.
I really wish you had a giant lollipop. It's just so much.
Oh my gosh.
I'm very happy about it.
Could you imagine like if this is like
yeah. It's good.
I mean, this is basically a lollipop.
It's basically a wine lollipop.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lollipop, lollipop.
Lollipop.
Yeah.
A lollipop. There you go.
Wasn't the best, but
it was alright.
I should have done. Yes.
Yeah, yes. Why does that exist?
I don't know.
I haven't even said it out loud, but you know what I'm talking about. What? We must do this.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, lolly, lollipop.
Boom, boom, boom.
So anyway, the finale. We get Michelle Visage doing all this voiceover and find out what really happened. What did Willem do? You don't, well, I guess you find out, but then we find out later that that's maybe false.
Plus, we'll find out what did Willem do.
We'll get there. But it's funny that they just keep teasing it.
Okay.
And find out next commercial break. In moments, you'll find out what Willem did. It's like almost more important than the winner. Like
it's
they're
true,
just like, let's keep talking about it.
In order to find out what Willem did, you have to turn into RuPaul's Drag You. And we're like, what?
Stop trying to make Drag You happen.
Oh.
It didn't happen.
No, but it did give us some fun moments between Raven and Jujubee.
I mean, always.
Is that my ring? Did you steal my ring?
No!
Wait, is this your ring? You never learn. So I love Jujubee.
Is that yours?
It is now, bitch. Oh, Raven, you never learn.
So all the queens come out. We get our first big production number.
Yeah.
The only...
Live my dream.
The only thing I was just like, oh, it's a sea of black. I mean, I'm sure they asked them to wear black, but a sea of black. And then Sharon dressed as a beer stein, and I love it. Like, that was all I saw. Holding her own hand.
I love that, like, I mean, the charge must have been like, the top 3, you get to wear gold.
Yep.
And Sharon was like, gold, you say? Okay. I'll be a beer stein. Love it.
So...
First, a queen for all seasons, Elisa Summers.
I was like, oh, right.
Rude.
It's true.
Sure.
You had a moment of like, oh yeah, right?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that we started talking about season 4 in 2013. So, like, it's been too long. I don't remember.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh right, Elisa.
Yeah.
I forgot about her.
Yeah.
She's got this multicolored feather coif.
Oh yeah.
And sort of, she has, the outfit was kind of giving me some Chanel.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely.
Black sequin sort of blazer jumpsuit.
Yeah. It was like if Chanel were in the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland,
Sure.
like as Helena Bonham Carter's like assistant. You know, she's like a quill and she's writing things down.
The
I don't
Red
know.
Queen's assistant.
Exactly.
I like it. You painted me a picture and I enjoy it.
Good.
I like that look more now.
There you go.
So I
see?
was like, it's fine.
Yeah, maybe that was her inspiration and you just didn't know it.
I didn't get there. So then next was Le Chambillon, and I loved this.
I loved this.
It was so good.
Yes. First off, Le Chambillon knows how to rock a frickin' headpiece.
Oh my god, this gyroscope headpiece.
Yeah.
And then this sort of Asian-inspired, like, it reminded me of like a snake, you know?
Belly. It was like a snake
The
belly,
snake belly,
kind of.
yeah.
It was, yeah.
And like, with the cobra, like, shoulder pads, you know what I mean? It was very like, it's snake fashion. you know?
Exactly.
Like Jafar,
Yeah.
when he turns into a snake fashion.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
You painted a picture and I liked it.
Oh, good! I loved this.
Yeah, I did too. I
This
thought it
was-
was really cool.
Probably my favorite, like, look of the non-top three, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It was certainly the
Probably.
most polished and
Like,
different
fabulous,
and
like,
exactly.
memorable.
Exactly.
Instead of like, I wore a black dress.
Yeah. Next was the princess. And I thought this was very dull. This looked like she bought it at H&M, slapped a belt on, some huge ass earrings, and called it a day. It wasn't ugly or bad or anything. It was just basic.
I liked her mug.
Yeah.
And I liked her mohawk.
Mm-hmm.
But the dress was like, whatever.
It was just,
like
yeah.
turtlenecked, sort of sleeveless, belted.
Cotton.
I liked her head.
I did too. I agree.
How's your head?
No complaints.
So then next on the runway was Madame LeQueer.
Ooh.
That was so.
Oh yeah, Michelle.
Michelle's. Ooh, was not.
No.
Ew, look who's here.
Ew. It's Madame LeQueer.
And I
I was like, did you watch the show?
Well, I genuinely was like, what? Like, what was that?
Ew, look who's here.
Ew. Yeah, it was lackluster and I was disappointed. Ew.
That would have been a lot better.
Or even,
Ooh, it's Madame LeQueer.
So she comes down the runway again in this sort of like widowed funereal, you know, like
Sure. Yep.
heavy black fabrics. I liked her face. Like, she looked like a John Waters villain, you know, like it had a lot of personality and the wig was better and had a lot of personality.
Yep.
But it was so, I didn't really have a clear idea of what I was looking at. It was just seemed like a lot of black fabric.
I completely forgot.
Great. She looked like she was a widow at a funeral. But like a pretty fabulous funeral, but
So
still like
okay.
a funeral, you know, like, man.
Well, she didn't win, so.
Maybe that's what she
She's
was
in mourning.
I mean, if she'd had like the
Oh,
veil
yes.
and everything, you know.
Oh, I like
something.
that. Oh, we're here to crown a winner.
And then it's like a tearaway and
Oh.
it's something slutty. I don't
Oh,
know.
my.
I don't know. Make it about you.
Sure.
Like,
right.
so
This-
many of the queens just like, the princess was like, pose. And then
And I'm
left.
off.
You know, there
Yep.
was no.
It's like, this is your opportunity
This is your
to
last
steal
moment.
the show. If anyone taught you that, it's Monique Hart.
Oh my.
I don't know. Like, somehow, even the crazy memorable blunder of the butterflies isn't like, I think of it because of Monique's react. Yeah, it's
It's good.
so good.
I love it.
So then next is Milan, London, Paris, Milan. And she is just doing everything, as always. I mean, I kind of love it that she just,
Yeah.
the smile, like she just gets on it. It's like, ah!
Oh, I thought this was very simplified.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like the kind of looks I like from Milan. You
Yeah.
know, it almost had like a Victoria's Secret runway kind of vibe. It was just lacy, big, you know, slit for her great legs, and like the makeup was just very pretty. Like it was just really pretty and clean and chic.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, that was lovely. You looked pretty and clean and chic.
Yeah, I agree.
Next on the runway was Jiggly Caliente.
She did another baby doll dress in black.
Well,
and
it fit well. It was a circle skirt, little cap sleeves, you know, it was all tailored to her very nicely. It was just sort of a dress.
Sure.
You know, she had her lollipop.
Yep.
Didn't love the wig.
No.
you know, there wasn't one singular.
This wasn't a wow. I wasn't like, yeah, Jiggly, you figured it out and you really nailed it out of the park. It was just kind of like, that was nice.
Yeah. This is your finale look?
Right.
That's how I...
Right, this is the last opportunity that you have to make a splash.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of
There's
fun.
quite a few of them. I went, this is your finale look? Okay. You know, like LaShawn, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
You know?
At this point, you should know that the more fab you look, the more you stick out and are memorable. And it's like, that's an important thing to do for your post-Drag Race career.
I'm just thinking of, like, Nina at the reunion.
Where everyone was like, oh, but maybe she should have won? Can they split it?
Can they split the crown in two? Yes.
Like they did like a Mean Girls moment and like, here, a little for you.
Like a wishbone.
Yeah.
But like, where's Nina for All Stars though? But like, where?
You know, someone mentioned it because it was like...
Nina Flowers.
Yes.
Also, where's Nina Bonina?
Where is Nina Bonina Brown?
100% would be down for her on All Stars.
I hope both of them are in All Stars 5.
Oh my god, that'd be so fabulous.
Now that they're like, oh
the
look.
Ninas.
Yeah, ooh. Now that Manila and Latrice are back for their second All Stars.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's broken. Exactly. Well, now that BB was back last year for what nonsense. So
where's Nina? Where's Angina?
Yep. Yes. And Pandora Box.
And Pandora Box. And Nina Bonina Brown.
Yes.
I'm excited about this cast that's forming.
I really am too.
And Mariah.
Oh.
And Jocelyn.
Yeah. And Courtney Act.
Yes. And Lagrange, you know what?
Yeah.
I want to see what's up.
I do too.
Because I like her more now.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm liking this cast.
Yeah, it seems fun.
Yeah, it does.
But like maybe we hold off until 2021.
Oh my god, yes. Let's wait a couple years. So the next is Dita Ritz and her awful, awful wig.
Girl, come on now. Like this is, you've seen the season.
Yep, you had the time. You had, like, you knew you were, come on.
It bummed me out.
Yeah.
I thought while her clothes were basic, it was still super cute, super Dita.
Yep.
You know, this lace t-shirt with like a little leopard print circle skirt. Her legs looked great.
Yep.
You know, she's not a gown queen. She's more like ready to wear.
Sure.
Trendy, cute.
Yeah, she's not a couture queen.
So like the outfit was cute, and I was like, that was cute. Whatever, you look great. But then this wig and the red eyebrows.
Oh boy, the makeup was pretty bad. When we see it close up later, I was like, Dita, though, were you in a rush? Did they like...
Red eyebrows.
Did you miss your flight and you got in late?
Nobody was like, girl, do you want help with that wig? Like backstage?
Right.
It was so bad.
It was really rough.
I don't know what that is.
I mean, it looked like she just, like, maybe they lost her luggage and she had to go to, like, Wigs
If this was the first
Today.
time we've seen this problem, I would say maybe that's a feasible, reasonable excuse. But no! We've seen it time and time and time again. I don't do updos.
I don't do...
I think that's gorgeous.
Updo.
Updo.
Updo. Updo.
Yellow and red wig with eyebrows.
Chad should have won that challenge.
She should have won that challenge.
I think she should have won that
It was the most memorable, for sure.
I did love her mom, though. May I call you Miss Ritz? You may.
May I call you Mama Ritz?
Yes, you may.
So then next was Lil Kenya Michaels, who was basically naked.
Basically.
This like fallen draped bikini sheath. I'm not sure what it was.
I don't know. It was interesting. I don't think I liked it.
I mean, I liked it because I was like, oh, what's this? You know, I remembered it.
Sure.
It was a lot of things.
I think the biggest problem for me was the combination of nakedness and the big clunky boot shoes.
Sure.
They weren't boots, they were like clunky heels, like wedges, I guess. The proportions were off. And then the fallen, it ruined the lines. It just didn't look flattering to me.
I did sort of love this like lace blazer with like a cape tails situation. It looked like something Prince would wear, you know? Like in Under the Cherry Moon. But like it would be backless. And if you haven't seen Under the Cherry Moon, like get into it though.
I happen to go out with people my own age, special people. And they don't wear wedding rings either.
Then they must be wearing diapers.
It was memorable.
Sure. You always want this to be the most fabulous you've looked all season.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, haha, see what you missed?
Ha ha! Well, and I mean, now that we're getting towards the end of the list, LaShawn she was the best one.
Yeah. Yeah. Next is Latrice motherfucking Royale. And she looked good.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything particularly memorable.
This was very like Hello Dolly, you know,
Yeah.
with the hair and the feather pieces.
I did like the hair and the feathers.
I thought her makeup was really dark.
Mm-hmm.
And then the hair was dark, and then the black dress, so it all sort of muddied a little bit.
Sure.
And the dress, I wasn't quite sure what was like happening. Like it seemed like it was feathers all over the corset
Right.
and then a skirt.
Yeah.
And so it was unclear what exactly I was looking at.
Yeah.
She looked good.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, yes, slay, this is everything and
Yeah.
more. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I'm going to talk about this still today. Like
You know
other
what would have
things.
been really fabulous? If she wore like a long gown and that was black,
Yeah.
like maybe like black and lacy, and then she had gold feathers like on the train that like slowly dissipated. So it's kind of like she's dipped in gold, like she has one foot in the top 3 because she should have been there anyway.
Love it.
Right?
Well, I did love it. So like Latrice comes out and everyone gives her a standing
Yeah.
ovation. They're just like, yes, Latrice, we love you, yes. That happened often this episode.
Of course.
So like, Latrice! People were very vocal.
Latrice.
Well, and then sometimes you couldn't understand. They were just, ah,
Yeah.
ah, and you're like,
What?
All right, now.
there's a lot of shouting.
Audience interaction or audience feedback?
Feedback. Unasked for feedback.
So quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with the top 3 and some chit chat and some kikis and
A little bit of shade.
a little bit of shade. There's a lot to come. There's a lot. Before we crown a winner!
Nah! First, from the top 3, we get, in their gold looks, there's a lot of different looks.
Yes.
So first, for the top 3 in the gold looks, we get Chad Michaels. She comes down in this, like, gold giraffe, stunning look.
Yeah. I mean,
It
yeah.
was super cute, and the hair was, like, interesting. It was sort of an A-line, I guess, but, like, half an A-line. It was interesting. I thought this was perfectly polished and beautiful. I wouldn't remember it for years to come.
No, not particularly.
But she looked beautiful.
She did. She looked absolutely lovely. Then next was Sharon Needles in her beer stein realness.
I'm obsessed with this.
I never thought I would say those words together.
Beer stein realness.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that her wig was the foam.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
She's holding her own little handle. And she looks like one of those, you know, like an old-timey ad for, like,
Yeah.
you know, Budweiser beer or
Right.
whatever. I don't know.
Or also, like, if she was, like, in a drive-in theater and was, like,
Yeah.
with the hot dog
Let's all
and
go to the movies. Yeah.
We'll
Something
get our Bud Light there.
And then last is Fifi O'Hara. And I liked this.
I did, too. You know, the more that I looked at it, the more I liked it, surprisingly. It was super, super well-made and expensive looking.
This was so much better than her later look.
Yes.
That I was like, oh no,
Ooh, yeah, oops.
you calibrated this wrong
Exactly.
or something. But this fabulous sort of like Bavarian outfit with like these roped boobs and then the sort of exposed peignets.
Yes.
And this fabulous Panther on the Runway headdress.
Yeah.
I was like, yes! I wasn't loving the red wig.
No, but I didn't hate it.
It was
I
fine.
didn't, yeah.
Something about that red.
Mm,
You know, it was the same as like Tyra's wig last week.
right.
That red, I don't know, it just doesn't look great on a lot of people.
No, I wish there was more of a brown and auburn in it. Like,
Yeah.
just a little bit more brown really makes it look more real / therefore
Right.
more expensive.
Yes, exactly. But no, I thought this was actually probably her best look.
I think maybe.
It was pretty good.
It was. It
So-
looked really polished.
Yes.
So then they do this whole weird number and they're like, RuPaul!
Oh, right, she's
RuPaul! And I was like, is
RuPaul,
this
like,
like
she's-
the Von Trapp children sing? Like, and they're
Like,
not
she's
gonna
not
show
gonna
up and
make
we have to
it,
like
yeah.
chase them down because the Nazis are, what's happening?
RuPaul! Ladies and gentlemen, RuPaul!
well, yeah, then she like videos in from Mars. And,
Right.
oh, I'm stuck on the set of Drag Queens in Space, something.
In Space 6,
And it was like-
Uranus is burning, and I'm like,
I
what?
was like, okay. And then it was like, oh no,
The feed cut out.
and I'm here.
And then Ru says something, and it's like, don't get in the way of my beauty.
Was it supposed to be like that boy Ru and like girl Ru, or are two separate people, and like I couldn't figure out what the angle was. It was just like she was on Mars. Isn't that crazy? You know, like
it was
what is
so
this
weird.
War of the Worlds, like we're gonna be like, oh no, she's really on Mars.
Right.
What? How'd she even get here?
Teleport me to Mars. I don't know.
See, if that had been like, okay, what is it?
Tammy?
Scotty? Well, yeah, like, okay, Scotty,
Right.
phase me down and whatever. If it had been like a boom, and beam me up, and then she's,
Right.
and there's sound effects, and then maybe some doors open.
Sure. Steam comes
here.
out.
But I didn't know.
But why? But why?
But at least that's like a thing. Like,
Sure.
we did a bit where she was teleported from Mars.
But also, why?
I still don't know. But it would have been better than like, oh, I can't be there. I'm on this video. Oh no, I'm here.
I think Carmen Carrera's face put it perfectly. It was just like,
what? Huh? Okay. Then RuPaul comes on, and I was like, yes! I loved this.
yeah.
This red. This was a good red.
It was a good red.
Fit her bodice perfectly. Her waist is snatched. She has like a side bustle.
Yeah.
I thought this was fabulous.
I thought she looked great.
One of the best silhouettes I've seen from her.
Wow.
I mean,
It was
usually
lovely.
there's like, oh, you've got a weird sash.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you crapped it up with this thing.
Shoulder
yeah.
weirdness, or this too much bustle, or the
It's true.
hem. Like, there's always like, this was good.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
And we're like, wait, where's
Willem?
Willem? Like, they're not even gonna let her walk out.
You can't participate.
You don't even get to participate. I mean, we knew she showed up because
Right.
like, we've seen it before, but like at the time, I remember being like, wait, they're not even gonna let her like
Right.
show up? Is she gonna video in from Mars
Right?
too?
Did she refuse to come? Like, what's happening? What's going on? Oh my god. Yeah. I guess they wanted to stoke the mystery.
To stoke that mystery.
Yeah.
Hey, pork chop!
This was the first of that.
Was it? Oh, I
Well,
guess
because
it
it's
was
the first.
live.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And Lady Bunny is there.
Oh my God.
And Lady Bunny's wig is there.
And the 8 people behind her that couldn't see.
And it was like hilarious. They show a wide shot of the audience, and it's like it's like the opposite of Where's Waldo. It's just like, spot Lady Bunny, she's right there.
Right there.
It's easy. It was insane.
Yeah.
Ru starts to interview the first couple of eliminated queens, and the library is you left
didn't make
before
it,
the
yeah.
library opened, so the library's open again. And I thought, because they show the princess holding like a pair of reading glasses, right? And so they clearly did more, and then
Right.
they just sucked, and they didn't show them.
Which is crazy because Madame Lequier's was not very good.
I mean, I loved the
Sure.
glasses. It actually very much improved the look.
It's true.
And she's like, oh, Jiggly, where are your teeth? Oh, I guess they're with your good taste?
Yeah. It's not worth including.
No,
I would have cut the whole thing.
the whole thing. Because we kept going, oh, they're going to have a couple more. Maybe they'll scatter them.
Nope.
No, it's
Yeah,
never,
right. Like,
it's
oh,
never
maybe the other
mentioned
queens. Nope, they didn't. Okay.
Ru is talking to Milan. And, you were famous for flipping that wig or something, whatever. They show
Oh my
all
God.
the wig flips.
Yep.
So, do you feel like flipping your wig right now? Let's do it together. You first. Ready? Come on, let's do it.
Let's flip our wigs together. You go first. Come on. You gonna do it?
Are you serious? No!
Oh, no.
For real? For real? No, thank you, Milan.
And then, though, it gets really fun and silly and fabulous. So they're like, Kenya Michaels, we couldn't understand any of the things that you said, which was, like, kind of sad when we had, like, gone through that whole Untucked thing where
Right,
it's
where
like,
she's
she's
like,
like, it
upset
really
about
upsets me that, like, you guys can't understand me, but I can't understand you, and it's, like, a problem, and, whatever. But they ignored that. It was just a little part of me was like, oh. But it doesn't matter because then Charo comes out.
Oh, my God.
And it's just fabulous, and she comes to translate.
¿Qué te pasó? ¿Temblabas? ¿Llamabas a tus padres? ¿Qué te pasó? Yo dije, maldita sea la madre, que jodienda, me sacaron otra vez, pero no te preocupes. Baby, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
And it was really silly.
I love Charo.
Yeah, I don't know a single thing that bitch said.
What'd she say?
RuPaul, I'm very confused. I cannot understand a word that bitch said.
And then they, coochie together.
Yeah.
So then the pit crew drags Willem out, kicking
Oh, right.
and screaming. I mean, this was funny and
Yes,
silly.
yes.
And I remember loving this dress. I mean, it's like absurdly tight and short. Like
And
she's in the little
see-through.
stool and like can barely keep her cookies
Yeah.
in. And it's just like her flesh-toned latex, sort of with like stars and a unicorn over her hoochie cooch. Loved this. Willem didn't give a fuck.
No.
And And,
But it was interesting because at a certain point, Willem then did give a fuck, and it like...
Or acted like she
No,
did?
I think she did, and it
Okay.
tripped her up. Because, like, so basically, you know, like, they have all the conversation, and, well, like, well, you have to tell us now, why did you break the rules?
Yeah.
What happened?
When you go away to Drag Race, you can't tell anybody, it's top secret.
Right.
And I told my husband I was doing a non-union horror movie. The first night, he was knocked on my door, and it was a delivery.
And who knows exactly how much was true and not, and Willem claims none of it was true. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really care,
she
personally.
tells the story that they just all agreed upon.
Exactly. Whatever. But so then Ru was like, well, you know, I really thought that you could have made it all the way. I believe in you, and I think that you have, like, a really bright future ahead of you.
Oh, do you have any regrets? She
Oh,
says.
yeah.
And Willem was like, oh, I was going to be flippant, but like, nah.
I was gonna be flippant, but after hearing you say that, I regret that I maybe...
Now what do I do?
Now that you said that you thought I could have won and that, like, you know, this was all for, like, it was like, you know.
I should win next time.
And then she's flipping anyway, but
Yeah.
it was like, oh God, the gears are turning. What do I say? What do I say? I'll just be flippant.
Default to flippant.
Yep. Defense mechanism. Go gadget defense mechanism.
Oh, that's good. I like that. Some sort of flippant shield. Emotional shield. It has up. I like it. My shade umbrella is up.
Ooh, yes. Go gadget shade umbrella. Love that.
Now I really want to see like a drag queen perform as like drag Inspector Gadget
Yes.
with different fabulous.
Love
Yeah.
it. Love it.
I like it a lot.
Inspector
Dragnet?
Dragjet? No, tried it.
Inspectress Gadget.
Sure. Inspectress
Inspectress Gadget.
Yeah.
Is Inspectress a word? No.
Sure, why not?
Here's a little sticker.
Oh, great. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and they're scented too. They smell like a sticker.
So then we get to talk to Latrice.
Yes.
And she's fucking fabulous.
I'm inspired to keep on keeping on because doing me works.
Yeah.
Rue's like, oh, do you regret like sharing your prison story? And she's like, absolutely not. I'm fabulous. Own yourself.
Yeah.
It's okay to fall down. Get up, look sickening, and make them eat it.
Eat it! And then she reads that fan letter.
Oh, this made me a little bit clamped, I'm not gonna lie. It was really touching.
Yeah.
This, like, she pulls this moist, delicious letter from her bosom. And it's like this letter from this mother about how her 11-year-old daughter was bullied, and now she just channels Latrice Royale. And
Right?
It's like, yes.
But lately she's been channeling her inner Latrice and showing those bitches the door.
I tell her just, don't let those bitches get you down, or something like that.
Take
And
those
it's just
bitches show those bitches to the door or whatever. It's like, yes. So another quick commercial break, and then we will be back with the rest of the show.
What was that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just came out.
I was like, oh, was that a little
Nope.
thing that I should know?
Just came out.
Great.
So first out is Fifi O'Hara, and I didn't love this pink corset.
No.
It seemed incomplete.
Yeah, well, it looked like she had sort of like a Marilyn Monroe wig on, and it was this sort of pink, bejeweled, corset. It sort of looked like, Marilyn Monroe during the dance break of Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. It doesn't exist, but like in the world of my fantasy, oh, it's the dance break when Marilyn Monroe inexplicably taps, and she throws off that skirt and just da-da-da-da-da-da, like she had a fabulous long skirt on before, and now it's just like whatever.
Yeah.
Can you imagine her in the crowd, like walking down in these like granny panties, just like no, it didn't.
No.
You missed the mark.
That's what I never understood of like the top 3 looks, where it's like you always have to imagine yourself.
Yeah. That's the
with a crown. That's the like.
I mean, we'll talk about.
Yes.
We'll talk about what ends up happening.
Well, I mean, but also like they come out and the 3 of them are all on there, and I'm like, oh, well, so Sharon's the clear winner.
Like, no question.
She's the only one that's dressed to win. Well, that's not true. Chad could have won and it would have been fine.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, yes, look at me in my eleganza, I won, bitches. It was like, this is a nice dress.
Oh, you look so lovely.
Yeah.
So then next out is Sharon Needles in this iconic, again, I mean, just so many iconic looks. Mossy green lace, tight dress with the full sleeves, her Cruella de Vil black and white wig, this guitar pick on her head.
Which turns out is like the Ouija board.
Right, it's like, it's
Mystic
like mystic hand on it, so it's like, oh, okay, it's the, which is so great.
Yeah.
I fucking love her so much. But I love that she's also wearing green. I hate it! I hate green!
Which Michelle Visage was wearing.
Also wearing green.
Horrible, hideous green.
But yes, this Ouija guitar pick fascinator. I just loved it.
Wait, what, a Ouija board?
Ouija.
What?
It's pronounced Ouija.
So then last was Chad Michaels. This was really nice. I liked the top.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that actually it went longer and then had the...
Just had a big slit.
Sure.
The same fabric.
Sure.
So I like the whole palette of it, sort of like these soft gray purples and stuff with this dark hair.
Yep.
And I never liked the braided with the center part in the front. She wore another wig like that.
Yep.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's just a personal thing. It was very beautiful and lovely.
Sure.
But it wasn't like, yes, you're wearing a guitar pick Ouija board fascinator, yes! It wasn't that.
No.
So, it was nice. So then Ru's asking them all, okay, you know, let's dish some dirt, let's talk about it, you know.
Sharon and Fifi, you guys hated each other all season.
Right.
And Sharon, it was so funny because Sharon just gives this whole, like, jokey answer, but, you know, well, it's hard for me to hate someone.
Right.
You know, I usually try and find...
I don't know what happened. I'm gonna...
Not Winona.
No, Winona, no! I don't know what happened, guys.
It was really hard for me to find a redeeming quality. I mean, that's...
It was clearly a joke. It was clearly silly and fun. It's just like,
Right.
This is a nonsense thing that we're going to keep playing up.
Sure.
And then Fifi's response is like, this is why I hate her.
Instead of talking to me as a person, she was talking down to me or at me, and I don't take that very well.
But then she starts to be like, you know, like, I love and respect Sharon, like, for what she does, and, like, you know, she's really bullshit!
Bullshit. So.
I mean, I love her and I respect what she does, and until...
I mean,
it was probably pretty bullshitty.
It was pretty bullshitty. We're just gonna, like, loving it.
Love it.
Let's put them here.
Yeah.
Oh no, I need help. You do it.
I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
She goes there. And that goes there.
Love it.
Love it.
Like, it seemed like a pageant, you know, I still want to win this thing answer.
Right.
And then we show Willem.
Well, oh my god, Willem. Oh my god.
Like, I'm not apologizing for that. You know, and everyone, I mean, I forgot, the crowd is hostile towards Fifi. Like, everybody.
And the queens are really hostile. A lot of them are.
Because
I think justifiably so, and they had just seen all of the episodes. Well, and so then Chad said, because...
I mean, it was just so...
It just, they kept...
Bullshit.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
oh my
Okay,
god.
whatever. And then the whole crowd is just like, yes, Willem, yes, you drag her.
You get her! Get her, Jane! So then Ru is like, oh, well, Chad, you know, you defended Fifi often. Like, do you stand by that?
As I watched the season from home, I realized that there were times when I wasn't around that Fifi really let her ass hang out.
Chad's basically like, I can't believe the behavior that you did while I was not around, you know, sabotaging Jiggly, like trying to get Willem kicked out, like...
I watch the show now and I see that, watching it, I'm like, oh, I'm insane.
Well, then they have Jiggly and her whole moment where it was like, I felt so betrayed.
Like,
and
we were sisters.
I felt like a sucker.
Fifi's response is not
ugly.
Acceptable.
No, she's like, I mean, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings.
I completely apologize if that hurt you in any way, but when I signed on to this show, I signed in to win $100,000 and a crown.
That's not an apology.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. That's not an apology. You have to be sorry yourself.
Exactly.
Well, sorry if I offended you.
Yeah, sorry that you got upset.
It's almost sociopathic, the way she'll tell people it was just a character, I was just playing it up, and then she'll sign autographs, fuck Willem, fuck Sharon.
And then she's like, but I'm not making any RuPaul's for the statements I'm about to make. And I was like, yes, oh my God.
And I'm not going to RuPaulize for anything that I'm doing now.
I mean, I think, particularly at this time, Willem was calling out Fifi's bullshit.
Uh-huh.
And so people were just very happy about that. I certainly was at the time.
Yeah.
Now I'm more, like, I'm having time, I'm like, oh, it's sort of sad.
And now it seems a little bit bully-y. I guess just because everyone was ganging up on her a bit.
Right.
And, like, her mom was there, and it's just like... But
also,
she also brought it upon herself, and she's sitting there in these situations being like, look, I wanted to win $100,000, instead of, you know, saying, oh, well, the competition got the best of me, or whatever.
Yeah.
So she doesn't apologize
She doesn't
either.
apologize either or move an inch about it.
No.
I mean, she does say earlier, she's like, I mean, I look at it now and, like, I was a crazy person.
Right.
But then she doesn't really...
Ever apologize, or, yeah. It's weird. It's weird.
It's time to announce Miss Congeniality. And it's drawn out, oh, who's gonna be, you know, everyone's sort of like, I mean, and Latrice is like, I mean, what? I mean, what?
The fans have spoken. And this year's Miss Congeniality is...
And the winner of Miss Congeniality is...
And the whole crowd's just like, Latrice! Latrice! Latrice!
Like, the whole audience is like losing their minds. Latrice! And then she's like, Latrice motherfucking Royale! And everyone's like, yes! It's so exciting. I mean, rightly so.
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing that pissed me off was that she only wins, like, first-class airfare within the United States. And it's like, where's her cash?
Right, it was just, you get them to anywhere.
Orbits.
And a hotel stay. It was...
Yeah. To anywhere within the continental United States. She can't even go to Hawaii? Fuck you!
But she gets her fabulous sash, and she gets to walk her walk, and she's Latrice motherfucking
She's
Royale.
Latrice motherfucking
The
Royale.
only thing that would have made it better is if she had, like, taken us to church. If
yeah.
Rue had been like, okay, Latrice, now take us to church, and everyone had just
Jesus
been like,
is a biscuit, let him sop you up. Oh my god, it was so good.
everyone just had a dance party, like, cleared the air.
Yes!
Yes, okay, great. Everyone
Love it.
feels better.
Oh, I would have loved that.
Would have been good.
Yeah.
Would have been better than, like, we could have closed the library earlier. Just got rid
Right?
of that shit.
Cut that, and let's instead have Latrice take us to church after she won Miss Congeniality.
We sort of go to each queen of the top three and who should win and why and, like, what would it mean to you?
Mm-hmm.
And we get to see a lot of Alaska.
We get to see all their families and whatever. We see a lot of Alaska.
I have my girlfriend with a penis, Alaska.
I thought it was weird she wasn't in drag.
Yeah.
Use this opportunity.
Right? Be like, I'm available for season 5.
Maybe she didn't want to, like, steal Sharon's thunder or something.
Sure.
And she basically is, like, reiterates the arc that she's been creating over the season. Like, I'm the outsider. I'm the weirdo. I'm the kid that, like, never fit in, and I want to show the kids like me that, you know, you can achieve whatever you want. You can strive and win a competition. And
Well, I thought it was sweet. Like, she says, you know, now I get hundreds of letters a week, like, talking about the impact that I've had, and I never thought that I would have that impact, and she gets, like, kind of verklempt saying it. It was really sweet.
Well, and she gets to say her line, you know, when in doubt, freak them out. And then she's like, and do whatever the fuck you want to do.
If anyone ever boos you off stage, that is simply applause from ghosts. You remember that.
Yes. Oh, yes, I love it. It feeds my soul. Yes. It's
So
boo!
I love it. I love that.
I wish when she wins in 3 minutes, if they had all been like, boo!
Oh my god, it was so good! I mean, that would have been great.
Maybe they kind of did. Not loud enough to hear it, but I would have been into that.
I love that. Yeah. First is Chad to talk about, you know, kind of, oh, here's your family and whatever. His husband's there, his partner, and, you know, oh, you made all these outfits, great. And then...
so dismissive.
No, it was, I mean, it's nice.
Chad, because Ruth says, like, oh, what would it mean to you to win? And it's a lot of, like, what it would mean to her personally. Oh, it would be validation to me. Oh, it would be an acceptance of myself.
Right.
Oh, you know, all of that, which is less impactful to an audience.
Yeah, absolutely.
This would validate the 30 years I've been, you know, doing drag, and all of my, you know, hard work has paid off. And all
it's like, that's nice. I mean, sure. Particularly when you compare it to Sharon's and even Fifi's speeches, it's like, theirs is a lot more about, like, how I would lead the way for others and, like, be a beacon.
Yeah.
And, you know, Chad says, like, oh, you know, it'd be such an honor and I would, like, love to represent you, Rue, in the show. But it's not the same, like...
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and then Fifi, it was hindered slightly because it followed right after Sharon's and it was similar in theme, but Fifi basically is like, oh, I want to be a beacon for all of the kids who had like abusive childhoods and like that you can be strong and you can move on and like you can, it doesn't have to hinder your entire life.
Sure.
And it's like, oh, it's fabulous and like she's crying and it's vulnerable and it's great and her mom's there and it's like, oh, that was really nice. And then Ru is like,
what would it mean to you to be crowned America's next drag superstar? Money in the bank, and
and it's just sort of like, oh, you just really
cut that.
Undercut
And I get
moment.
I get that joke.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's the right placement. You know, like that's where you put it at the end.
Yeah.
You know, you give this whole touching speech. You're like, well, you know, I could be this person. I can really. It would mean so much to me to finally have made it to the top and to blah blah blah. Plus, you know, the cash wouldn't hurt either.
Yeah.
You know, then at least it's like you end on a joke and it's like, oh, she's so charming.
Yeah.
Instead of like, oh.
Yeah, because then she's like, money in the bank, but also it would be really like she gets the whole neck like tagged on things like, oh, the conflicting emotions.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
what is this meaning? Oh. So, Sharon's was the best.
Yes.
And, oh my god, and then the pit crew comes out in Speedos with their briefcases full of money and bills in their Speedos. Just like, yes, it was like some deal or no deal nonsense. And I was like, hey, yeah, what's this?
Oh, I would much prefer Deal or No Deal if it was all like shirtless men.
Oh, I thought you were going to say drag queens.
Oh, well, sure, that too.
Different demographic.
Oh my god, I was just thinking of 30 Rock.
Okay. Good.
That one.
Ru, you know, okay, and the time has come. We're finally going to announce who's going to be the winner. And the next drag superstar is... Long pause, long pause, long pause. Oh, and did we mention that there is a crown.
Oh, yeah.
On a pillow.
Uh-huh.
Waiting for a head.
Exactly.
Sharon Needles.
Sharon Needles!
Yeah!
Everyone loses their mind, rightly so, because she's fabulous. So excited. And then Ru brings over a tiny little tiara that
you cannot see from behind the Ouija board.
All but disappears. All but disappears behind the headpiece.
Yeah. The mystic hand covers the tiara. Why was there a tiara?
Why was there a
There's
tiara?
a crown.
It's sitting right there.
Would it like, was it too big? It would just cover her whole face? Like, I don't know.
Was it in the, no, then why have the tiara? It was nonsense. And I kept waiting like, well, they're going to switch it out for the crown because this is the walking tiara. You know, the tiara should go to Latrice or something because she's the Miss Congeniality. It's something. It was so weird.
So weird.
I kept waiting for it. Maybe it's still sitting there.
On its pillow. Maybe that's just like the figurehead crown and then they only get a shitty tiara, but like she supposedly won that handmade crown by...
Insert name here. Yeah, that was part of the prize. I don't know. It's just for the weekend.
Yeah, but like the fact that we couldn't even see it from behind the headpiece, it's like, come on, you guys. There's a 3-foot tall crown. Put that on her.
She wins. She takes her walk down the runway. And then Ru is like fairly seriously is like, so, Sharon, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween, everybody! And it's just like, yeah, that's correct. You're fabulous. I love you. Oh my god. She might be my favorite winner.
Wow.
Or my most justified,
oh, well, at the time especially, I was just like, she has to win!
Yeah, so I was the most just ecstatic when she won.
Yeah, this was a particular moment where it was like, all is right.
Everything's right with the world. And it was like the new generation of
yes.
This is changing drag and it was, I fucking love this season and I love Sharon Needles and I love Latrice Royale. And the cast, it's just great.
It's a fabulous fucking season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Oh my gosh. Oh,
oh my gosh, James. Next season.
I got it.
Anyway. Cheers to this season. Thank you for joining us on this journey.
Absolutely.
And thank you for supporting us on Patreon and following us on all of our social media. We really appreciate it.
We do. Stay tuned. Keep looking. We'll be back very, very soon with All Stars 4.
Cheers to this cast. Cheers to Sharon being the fabulous winner that she is. And cheers to Latrice motherfucking Royale. Because always Latrice.
Always Latrice.
Sharon Needles.